Hey, it's Hometown Hustle, and today we're at Teresa School of Baton and Dance here in Collinsville, Virginia. And no big deal, I will be showing off a few of my famous moves. Devin told me to pack a few things, but we'll keep that a surprise. Let's go.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hey.
This is my daughter, Chelsea Krantz, and she works for
Yay,
me.
it's so good to see you.
And teaches classes, teaches competition groups.
I heard that you guys were the biggest thing going on as it relates to dance competition and teaching young women how to get out there. And I don't think that's an official move that you teach, but I can imagine that at this point in time, it's been really tough to do what you do best.
Being a business owner in times of COVID has been very difficult. We were told our studio must close. And so I missed the kids, I missed my jobs. When we were told we could open back up, we had to put a lot of thought into how we could open back up and people still be safe. We had to be creative. We did classes on Zoom. We did virtual competitions. We're just glad now that things are looking like that they're getting a little bit better and maybe back to normal. That's what we're hoping.
I know the young women and the parents are really excited to get back engaged with dance.
They're very excited. The kids have needed this so much. And we have a class coming up. Would you like to join us? Maybe put on something comfortable that you can move around in and join us for a ballet class?
That's a great idea.
I have just the thing.
Well, hi, Natalie. Come on in. It's good to see you. And you're just very welcome to join our class. We have a spot right here for you.
Well, thank you for having me,
Oh,
ladies.
thank you for coming. Everybody stand back in first position again. Put your arms in a circle. We're going to start out with pliés. Change to your left foot. Tendu. And close. And step. Back. And lift. I say. Back. Anybody else hear somebody talking? I thought I heard somebody talking.
This one is just,
I thought
Stop asking me
Natalie
questions.
talking. Now, we don't talk about that class. If you talk about that class, I have to go out in the weight room and get your mom.
say less. We don't want her in
Okay,
here.
I'll give you one more chance. Plie needs to be, so you're going to start out with my fingers like that. So we're going to do the plie. What'd you think of my girls?
They're amazing.
They are.
I am winded. This let me know I am not in competition shape. What do you do to keep them inspired and motivated and invested in learning these techniques and following through with the practices?
Well, the first thing that I always tell the students is the ballet technique is the basis for everything. If you do ballet technique, you do that well, then you get to move on, you do something that may seem more fun for you to do, but you have to learn the basics first. So,
That speaks to your marvelous technique as a teacher and instructor
well, thank you.
to help them be able to translate that into other styles of dance. I think I'm gonna get out of this tutu because I'm stretching in some places that I didn't.
It looks good on you, girl.
Well, thank you. They let me know what it looked like when I came out.
Hi, Natalie.
Hey, ladies.
Good to
Girls, this
see
is
you.
Natalie, and she's going to be coming in today to see part of your competition dance and to see what you guys have been working on. I'll maybe talk to you guys for a few minutes. So can we start off from coming out on the floor and we'll do our dance for her?
Yes, and don't be intimidated. I have taken a class. They're amazing.
We've always said that we feel like that it is about learning dance, but it's about a lot of other things, and self-confidence is one of the things.
Hey! Wow, amazing! Let me just show you guys what I learned from class today. We'll just do that. How long have you been doing it? 7 years.
6 years.
Okay, so this is a part of who you are. What was most impressive to me was the confidence that you have when you're on the floor. Like, do you feel that in other parts of your life that the dance confidence kind of trickles into other spaces?
Yeah. What do you do?
So I own a media production company called Rudy's Girl Media. I'm actually from this area, and I lived in many different places, but started in film and television in New York and then moved to Los Angeles for a bit and decided to come back here to produce film, television, and web projects. So ladies, thank you for sitting down with me. I wish you much success as competitions open back up. I know you all are going to kill it. I'm not going to say good luck because you don't need it.
This pandemic was God's way of showing me how wrong I was. I started out last year, maybe in the fall of last year, saying, this is my 50th year, there's nothing that can happen that I haven't seen before. This is God's way of showing me how wrong I was. There's things that are happening now in my personal life and here with the business that I've never seen before. We just go with the flow. Whatever happens, we make the best of it. It wasn't just the business, of course, and not for everybody it wasn't just the business. It was the time that people had to spend at home and they couldn't see family. And the first thing that happened to me that was really drastic is that my leg had been bothering me, and I went to a doctor and he told me that I needed total hip replacement. And then about the time that I was able to get out and go, I did a lot for my mom. She got sick and was put in the hospital, and she didn't make it, and she passed away. And I think that's the hardest thing that's ever happened to me. I feel like that people that complain about 2020 and how bad it was, if they got through it with all their loved ones still with them, they should be thankful for that.
Of course. When we've talked to folks about the studio and their experience here, and when we talk to you about the studio, they've all shared the importance of her role in the space.
All the kids here called her Grandma Dorothy. I mean, some of the kids here are related to me, but all the kids here called her Grandma Dorothy.
On that note, the Hometown Hustle team wants to share a little gift with you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, my mom.
She'll always be here, and the imprint that she made on this studio and the lives of all the young women who got to encounter her, including you, that's eternal.
I've soaked the ends in lighter fluid.
Okay.
So when you light it, it's going to, if nothing goes wrong, it's going to
we
flame
don't
up.
want anything to go wrong.
No. So what you're going to do is strike the match and put it under there, and then just put it under there, and then I'll be ready to twirl as hard as you can.
Okay. Is this?
So you have to let it flame up a little bit before you start twirling it. If you don't, it will go out. So.
What I really loved today about working with Miss Teresa and Miss Chelsea was the amazing partnership that they have and the importance of family when running a business. And not only that, but the family they have become to these young women. And the way they bring community together is just really amazing. And I think that's the lesson for me, the hustle tip, if you will, is that, people say it takes a village to raise a child. I think it takes a village to support a business. We have to be mindful as we are supporting our small businesses that they need love and community and support and encouragement. And I'm excited to continue to be a part of Miss Teresa's village as she grows in her business.
And I love my business, I love my dancers, and I just feel like this was just such a good opportunity to show them off and give back to the community, and I really do appreciate this chance to work with the team from Hometown Hustle. The crew has been so sweet and nice to me today, made it fun, and the gift, the picture of my mom and the way I've missed her. It just makes me feel like I can put that picture up here in the studio and see her all the time, and that means so much to me.